This technique, we're looking about collapsing into your opponent, which sounds a bit strange, but Callum comes in, he's going to do a nice punch for me, so I'm either going to drive in or I'm going to step clear. What I'm not going to do is be static, because if you remain static, you're going to get hurt. I'm going to continue forward, but I'm then going to collapse myself into it and drive my cane into him one way or the other. So it's either going to be coming in that way, dropping down, stepping in, dropping forward, pushing, stepping round, but it's this, everything's going in, and I'm then going to use both hands. Once I'm in this position, I'm going to thrust. You can do it this way, which is very unpleasant. That will push him away, but this is more painful yet safe, because you've also got this for the retraction. You're not going to remain static. Arm comes in, I can take it that way. I'm going to use this to push him away and then collapse in. I like this way because this is his dead side. When I'm getting away, I can clear it, strike him, and I can continue that and escape if I need to. But we want to put a bit of oomph into it for our training. This is going to represent the arm because you don't want your uke to receive damage while you're training. So just to practice, you can either use this to push it away or you can put a bit of oomph in to block. I'm keeping in contact so I know where he is. If he starts to move, I can feel it and compensate. So I'm going through. If that's there, it's going to be a high strike or a low strike. This is going to be easy. I can pull that away, but that's going to hit me in the face. Taking it clear, and I'm coming through again. That's what we're looking at. To practice to get a bit of power into that, Callum's going to grab the pad. You will be here. You'll be close. I can't really do too much from here. So that's going to take it away, and then I'm going to drive this in this position. It's a nice big area. I can go through there. I'm not grabbing the cane like this. I'm using my palm, because then I can use lighter taps to push him away rather than big strikes. So get out of the way, do what you've got to do to be safe, and then just strike through.
Looking at this technique with the half cane, I haven't got the distance, haven't got the mobility to come in. So what I'm looking at is, rather than the punch, let's go from a different angle, let's go from a grab. Chris has gone for the nice two-handed grab. I've got this motion here, which is basically just to anchor on to the loin area, float the ribs, drag through, and then follow it with another strike or a pull down. Personally, I like the idea of dragging up from here. I'm bringing his arms in a really awkward position. Oh look, Chris, I've got a groin strike. Don't often get them with Chris. Can we do it from the downward position? Now, if you've seen our videos before, these are now protecting me in a way, because anything I do down here, he's not going to see it. If I come over the top, as soon as I get to here, he's just giving me a clonk on the noggin. But if we look at the Qigong principles, we can come up over here. I've got the guard hand in between, so if he moves, I can bring him offline. And then it's almost like rowing a canoe. For those of you guys that like the white water, it's that technique. You can come up underneath, which is a double leg roll, which you've seen before. You've got the CT technique of coming down, rolling them in, throwing them. I do like the idea of this. It's very Qigong. It's very Hungar. I love flowing, especially being in a wheelchair where you've got a restricted motion. I've got these little sides that stop me from falling out, because I'll fall out of anything, me. But I can use them to lean against, and say I want to come in this side. I've now got heart one if I really want to be nasty, or I can come down for a balance point, bring him down. Once I've got to this position, This is just begging to go onto his face. But I wouldn't stop. I would then drag through and come across. If you're an eagle-eyed person, you would have seen every now and then I'm getting caught in Chris's clothing. We've got a special video coming up very shortly. Keep an eye out for it, and it's all to do with looking good. Right, you know what to do by now. Do the what's it down now.
Yeah, smash that, hit that, free that.